With its Mediterranean climate, 200 years ago in California, the coastal sage scrub habitat stretched along the coastline to the coastal mountains and extended nearly 1,000 miles in length from San Francisco to northern Baja California. Today, human activities have reduced this habitat to a tiny fraction of its original footprint. It is now a patchwork of scattered areas south of Ventura to patches in Orange and San Diego counties and extending into northern Baja. What remains of our coastal sage scrub habitat is home to more than 100 threatened and endangered species. The coastal sage scrub habitat has become one of the most imperiled ecosystems in the continental United States. Healthy coastal sage scrub supports plants and animals that are adapted to hot, dry summers and cool, moist winters. Aromatic, low-growing shrubs comprise the predominant habitat structure. Drought tolerance, which is key to survival in this habitat, is exhibited in the variety of interesting adaptations. Leaf hairs of California sagebrush help conserve water in dry conditions, but can also facilitate fog water absorption. California sagebrush is widespread throughout the coastal sage scrub range. The leaves of the California buckwheat exhibit a different adaptation for drought tolerance. These leaves are leathery, rolled along the edges, and have woolly undersides. Saving precious water in dry conditions may also require that leaves are drought deciduous or even shed leaves in extremely dry conditions. Some scrubs may have seasonal dimorphism, different shaped leaves across seasons. For example, white sage and black sage that emit the characteristic acrid sage fragrance of the coastal sage scrub tend to have shorter leaves in the dry season than in the wet season, and a sparse canopy in summer with a rapidly growing canopy when rains return. Another drought-tolerant growth form is exhibited by the succulent coastal prickly pear. Thick, waxy cuticles help store water within the cactus pads. The rare coastal cactus wren nests in coastal prickly pear. Shrubs comprise the predominant habitat structure of the coastal sage scrub ecosystem. But it is the diminutive understory herbaceous plants that comprise most of the diversity of the vegetation. Some are quite showy, such as San Diego's sunflower, while others are quite tiny. The U.S. threatened and California endangered San Diego thorn mint has dime-sized flowers and a maximum height of 15 centimeters. Vegetation diversity in turn supports below-ground diversity of mycorrhizal fungi and above-ground diversity of insects, snakes, lizards, birds, and mammals. Human activities, invasive grasses, and more frequent fires present this habitat with multiple threats. In San Diego County, the 2003 Cedar Fire and the 2007 Witch Creek Fire burned over 400,000 acres of coastal sage scrub habitat. But there is reason for hope, as you'll discover in video case studies featuring habitat restoration and seed banking projects, which will be presented a little later in this course.